Hi, thank you for watching. Today I'm going to take you through my process for colouring a comic using watercolours. What you see here are my finished pencils and then my finished inks for the comic pages. Generally my process is to work out rough ideas as thumbnails on the script, and then to take those thumbnails and turn them into digital layouts, which are sort of rough drawings, which I then print out at full size and use a light box to create the pencils, and then work on the pencils with inks from there. Stretching the paper is a pretty important process because it will ensure that the paper is flat when you finish it. If you don't stretch the paper, it'll warp as you laden it with water using the watercolors. For this project, I've chosen to watercolor over the finished inks. Some people will choose to watercolor first and then ink over that, which can be good if you're concerned about the watercolors diluting or obscuring the strength of the inked line art. I use a folded paper towel to help control the amount of water on the page as I'm working, and sometimes it can help me soften the edge of the pigment on the page, and can also, if there is a mistake that I've made, if it's gone over the lines, then I can use the paper towel to sort of blot out where it's overrun. It's really helpful. It stops too much bleeding, and is basically as important as the paintbrush. There's still quite a lot of flexibility in the paint when it's wet, and you can use a water-laden brush to soften the edges as well. You can even remove pigment to a degree by using a brush and just rubbing the edge of the brush along the pigment, and you can pretty much lift all that pigment off the paper if you've made a mistake. The biggest trick with layering colours is knowing when to stop. I probably went a bit too far in some instances while working on this, but all in the name of experimenting and learning how far you can push things. Once I've finished putting down all the layers, I do actually go back in with white highlights, and I'll just use a product that I found is really good, and I use it for my just regular black inking as well. It's Delita number 2 ink. Delita is a Japanese brand, and I believe it's basically just an acrylic paint. Anyway, that's very strong, very opaque, and it can be really good for just covering up line work and putting in those point highlights. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video interesting. Please click like and subscribe if you have, or follow me on social media, or subscribe on Patreon. Thank you.